Welcome back to the 100% Liza P walkthrough. In this session, we're going to be going into the Relic of Trismegistus, which I hope I'm pronouncing correctly. We should be able to craft, I think, our last Legion arms. We'll do Deus Ex Machina. And you should get Legion Arm Collector Trophy for having every single Legion arm crafted at this point. And then, I'm not sure how many calibers we have. Let's see what we can upgrade. So I was messing around with Pandemonium. Yeah, we have 4. We're going to fully upgrade Pandemonium. And then we have 1 Legion caliber left over. So I'm going to start upgrading Falcon Eyes, because that's another good arm. Feel free to upgrade whichever ones pique your interest.
It was a planned ambush. I'm afraid there's nothing we could have done about it. More than anything, I'm concerned about how it shocked Lady Antonia. All this mayhem is certainly going to affect her condition. No matter what fate serving her, welcome.
So remember, we have some materials we're wanting to get here that are limited. Looks like we don't quite have enough. These we could use to upgrade our trident or other special weapons, depending on what you picked that you're wanting to upgrade. Now I want to show something fun here. So you can now level up from the Stargazers, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and do our dialogue. So, if Nini wants to talk to us.
Thank you for another timely rescue, compagno. I seem to find myself once again in your debt. I talk a big game, but when push comes to shove, I freeze. It'd be funny if it weren't so pathetic. Surely there must be something that only I, in all my genius, can contribute. But if there is not, then Venigni is here to help you in any way he can. Fear not. Ah, looks like you've dealt with the puppets menacing the hotel steps in your typically dashing style. That should give us more than enough readings to analyze. The King of Puppets used carefully measured ergo wavelengths to control other puppets. But that's just the means to an end. We still don't know if the frenzy arose by the King of Puppets, or if someone else is pulling the strings. No pun intended. I must find a way to prevent puppets from hurting any more humans. The tragedy of Arlecchino must remain a one-time performance.
Remember, Arlecchino murdered his family. We've read that in that,
like a puzzle
scandal document we found in the Lorenzini arcade.
I always did love puzzles. The light shines brightest in the darkest times, and you will be the first light. I am counting on you. I always welcome...
Eventually he's going to open up to us more about that. So let's walk out here and refill our fable slots. If we head over here... Okay, he's not there yet. Eventually, Hugo is going to take Alidoro's place. So with that icon, it can actually be hard to understand what that icon is unless you get pretty close to your screen, but that's actually a piano. It's just reminding us that we need to play the chord on the piano to open the secret passage, which is over here. You can hear that's the music that plays, when you first launch the game. You haven't logged in yet. But before we do that, I'm going to show you some fun things to do that we need to do for completion. First, we're going to go do the anchor gesture for the broken puppet. Remember, this is the 3rd one out of 4 that you can show him.
my only friend. Huh? Being angry for someone else's sake. I think it's brave. I hope I find someone I can be brave for. Thank you so much.
Gets us an ergo fragments. And now another cool thing I can show you. Is if we go back, remember that we gave the Stalker's Greeting to that atoned person, and I said you would fight them on a truth playthrough only, or if you just didn't have the Stalker's Greeting. If you actually go back and visit them now, they know they were tricked, and you can actually fight them right now, even on a Lies playthrough, and still get their costume. So we're gonna actually... Everything will die really easily here. So if we head up here, past the trap, which we'll ignore. And remember the tram's up at the top already. Check this out.
To fall for a puppet's trick. Humanity.
I mean, we kind of out-level this fight. But you get the Atone's mask. So that is something, if you are not necessarily platinuming and you just wanted to do the one playthrough for the best ending, that is an option to still get that, see that fight. As short as it ended up being. Now the other thing we need to do is, remember, we skipped the second Trinity Sanctum in favor of going for the third and fourth ones, which had better upgrades. Now that we finally got the fourth Trinity key, we should go back. And this is a really annoying one to get to. You kind of have to work your way backwards from the... I mean, you have a couple of options. You can either take the shortcut up from the ground, or you can work your way backwards from the library. I mean, you end up in the same place, and then work your way back down to where the electric ball was rolling. Should have a little elevator music playing. We're going for a ride either way, either up the shortcut platforms or... Okay, and then reminder that this one... Here, let's make it so we can see a little better. This one you can just walk out onto the things, but this one you have to wait for the blank empty spoke, and then run and jump. Hope you don't mess it up. And there are going to be some enemies you have to take out from behind, but with how powerful you are now and a strong maxed out weapon, this will just be funny. Should just basically one-shot everything. Just one's light attack swing. Oh no, he took off 1% of my health. And there's one more down here to take out. See, by going backwards, they would have ambushed us, but... And now we're back where the ball is. There's one more enemy. Right there. So the Trinity Sanctum is actually up here. We have to dodge the ball to get to it. Go by one more time. Okay, we made it. And we skipped this one because I think it's literally just a costume. Yeah, it's like the Black Cat's amulet's like, gosh, I want to say it's like falling damage, just something completely worthless. Yeah, it reduces damage from falling, which is like, who cares? It's not something that comes up really in this game. Now we can go back to the hotel and make our way into the Relic of Trismegistus. Trismegistus. Am I adding consonants to a made-up word? I'm not sure. We'll find out. Wait till we see it written again. Refill our fable slots just really fast, and then we will move on. I love how all these things are conveniently just happen to be right by the hotel, like the gold coin fruit tree and this relic. Relic of Trismegistus. Oh, see, I just totally had it wrong. I'll try to just never say that again. Or maybe it's more entertaining to have me mispronounce it in various different ways. Trying to remember, yeah, nothing up here. Okay. I know there's like 3 butterflies right at the start.
Who would have guessed all this was beneath the hotel? Wait. Is this the relic of Trismegistus? You know, it's the strangest feeling.
Trismegistus?
I think I've been here before.
3 butterflies.
Maybe I haven't gotten all my memories back after all. I don't know exactly what's going on, but
there's one.
Someone was dragged away from here.
There's the second one.
We have to follow. Hurry.
And there is one more. Oh! I didn't realize it had already spawned. So there's this little section here that's closed off that you can just do real quick. Now you can see that there are traps. Oh, I pulled him over the trap. So that actually set it off. There's a guy here, wanted to ambush us. And then there's another trap right there. We'll avoid. And I think that was everything up here. Oh no, one more thing. Alright. And now we're dropped back down and we can continue forward. Got our technique crank. And when we come down here, we're going to end up fighting a big guy. We have a couple of grindstone uses, so we'll just patient smash him. Then we'll on to him. Oh my gosh, so that was an example of a terrible puppet string. Actually took a ton of damage flying in to do the puppet string. Alright, and that gets us the Iron Wall amulet, which is really, really quite good. I'll show it to you real quick. This actually gives you significant physical damage reduction, which is really nice. As we get our capacity up to the point where we don't need the Carrier's Amulet, that's probably the one I would swap in. I like to keep the Hunter's Amulet going, just as long as we're not in danger, we might as well get the extra ergo. And this is a halberd. This is a really pretty weapon. It's kind of got like a red white tassel hanging off of it, if I remember right. Let's see. Just show that. Yeah, look at that. It's really pretty. It's got a poke, into a sweep, into a overhead slash. So it's really satisfying. Poke, uppercut, and that overhead. And then that's a really cool move on that charged one, right? You sweep it across and then poke. Really cool weapon. Or at least I think so. It's a quality weapon, you can see. Activity technique. Like later on, you know, when you're doing New Game Plus and you've got motivity and technique leveled, then those kinds of things start to shine. Because you're scaling with both stats. Alright, we'll head over here. There's let's see, we could go up this way first, where we can see we have a phone ringing.
And it's another lovely day in Crod City. What a time to be alive! Or a reasonable approximation, revived. Soon, this little dance of ours will come to an end. No one's ever danced longer, I promise, my friend. Will you stay with me too and face whatever is coming? For today's a new day, and we have to keep running. I knew that you would, and I find that refreshing. So, the King of Riddles will now hear your confession. Blind confessions reveal one's true guilt. True confessions of blood being spilt. This one's black and white. A no or a yes. Is Geppetto's creation a killer? Confess.
So, it's a lie to say no, because we obviously have killed.
My goodness. You really are an incredible liar. And once you get going, ooh, you really can't fire. Ashamed of lying? Or just the murder? I can't stop chuckling. Not since I heard her. You should reconsider that conscience of yours. It's charming, but all this guilt's just such a bore. Or maybe there's no way you can. Perhaps it's part of becoming a man. You were so very wrong that I cannot believe it. But you did make me laugh, so take this. You'll need it. Go on, no rhymes. A surprise gift from Arlecchino, the King of Riddles. We had a good time, I can tell, but now it's time for me to bid you farewell.
So we get the King of Riddles surprise box. So what you want to do is go to your inventory, and you can use that to open it. And then we'll have some decay we need to clear. And we now have the Chosen One's Trinity key, which we will be using later. Huh. Guys are trying to find us. We're right behind them, and they're like, where are you? Oh! I stepped right on a trap like an idiot. Okay. Totally forgot that trap was there, but now that you saw me trigger it, you know not to. This can be a very tricky jump to make. Oh no, that's bad news. is the hardest enemy, so once you take him out, you're all good. Yeah, would it be okay to actually use your fire grindstone here if you wanted to as well? Alright. Take out the silly dog. Over here there's a chest. That gives us another Legion caliber. The boss of this area is just right through there. I won't spoil who it is yet. So there was actually this loot to get here. I pressed X and then fell off. We're going to be climbing this ladder 27 times during this walkthrough. I hope you're comfortable. This is no tip number 3. There's that trap, which, you know, maybe I'll trigger that again just to maximize my confidence. Okay, now that we've done that, we've got to try to make this jump. And it'll probably be a star fragment. It's always a star fragment when it's something hard to get. Ugh. I hate it. Maybe this should be a 99.99% walkthrough. All loot obtained except for some lone star fragment, whatever it is. Let's try again. There we go. Half moonstone. So that wasn't the worst thing. That one we have to get by falling down from the ledge on the other side. So we go back across. And then we fall down like this. And it's actually helpful to see what the run back is like, because you do that drop. Alright. Let's find out who this actual boss is. We'll bring out a Spectre and take a look at it, and then in the next session we'll do it for real, without a Spectre. Oh, they look familiar. There's our liar's coffin. Oh, and remember we killed their brother. So the 3 of them are pretty mad at us. So get ready to fight the Black Rabbit Brotherhood, round 2.
Accept your fate. Death has come for you.
Alright. Demonstrate.
So you can watch one buff their weapon. They're the ones that's going to attack you. So it's going to be the electricity guy. You can see you have all 3 of them out at once, but only one of them really focusing you. The others can like kind of lob things at you. And the way you'll know which one's about to come at you is it's whoever has their weapon buffed, they'll stop and buff their weapon. So you can see now look, this guy's buffing fire, so he's going to come at us. So you kind of want to, if you fight them the way it wants and do a decent job of guarding, you won't get the status effect on you. It won't get built up in time. This is a very confusing fight with the Spectre. Take one out here.
This got Big Brother wanted.
You saw they buffed acid. See our weapon. Maybe I didn't repair before I went in. Got to keep our weapon from breaking. We got a Spectre distracting. Now, I'm not going to tell you the surprise of this because we're not doing it for real, so we can do this all wrong, and then I'll show you what happens. Oh no, look.
Damn it.
Look, the eldest. The eldest is back.
We're getting revenge.
So, the trick with this guy is he actually has a wave attack that he'll do. Like, see that? And what you actually want to do to, like, block that is stand behind here. And, what you actually wanted to do this the right way was kill the last two siblings at the same time so that you weren't dealing with two enemies, one of which is this guy who, you know, hits super hard. And that's the fight. So the key to that is that a lot of people mess up is just the transition. You want to kill one sibling, then get the other two siblings low and kill them at the exact same time, and then you're just fighting the big guy by himself for the ending. So now let me show you the run back. So run through. Oh, wrong way. Run through, go down here. This is the most annoying run back of any boss. But you come through here and then you can just fall. And then fall again. And then hug the wall, go left. And they won't follow you up here. If you get right by the boss door. So that's going to be the run back. So now we're going to go back to the hotel. We're gonna level
Whatever
up.
choice you make, I shall wait for you.
So capacity to 30, and then we'll start in on vitality and technique to 30. Didn't quite get to another level. Things we're going to do to prepare for this. I'm going to switch to acid because they're human. We're going to make sure we have the murder puppet on, which we still do actually. That's funny. We could see how we're doing as far as taking the carrier amulet off because Iron Wall is actually really nice. As you can see, we are slightly heavy, so just not quite there. And do we have a quartz? We have a Legion caliber, but we're going to wait to get more of those. All right. We'll now run back. We died, so we'll turn around. Oh, never mind. I thought our lamp was off, but it was actually on. Let's try to make this run back smoothly and not get confused about it. You run through. Just forward and down. So you can see it's pretty fast once you like remember where it is. and then you go over and to the left. You can hear it sounds like he aggroed, but they'll back off when you get to the boss door. Alright, and then in our next session, I will give you hopefully a reasonably clean kill of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. It's not too hard without a Spectre, but it's hard to do it really cleanly because it's kind of a, they're all kind of throwing things at you and hitting you, and you're trying to like get on siblings that may not actually be the one that it wants you to be on. But I will do my best. Until then, see you next time.